Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about determination of hardness of water sample. Hardness. Hardness can be defined as the soap consuming capacity of a water sample. Soap consists of the sodium salt of long chain fatty acids, that is oleic acid, palmitic acid and stearic acid. The soap consuming capacity of water is largely due to the presence of calcium and magnesium ions. We know that sodium salt of long chain fatty acids, that is sodium stearate, present in soap is soluble in water, react with calcium and magnesium ions of water to form insoluble scums of calcium and magnesium, that is calcium stearate and magnesium stearate respectively. It is insoluble in water and it have no any detergent value. We know that hardness is caused by the soluble salt of calcium, magnesium and ions of other heavy metals, that is iron, manganese, etc. Due to the different types of dissolved salt present in water, hardness of water can be classified into two types, that is temporary hardness or permanent hardness. Temporary hardness is due to the presence of calcium and magnesium bicarbonate ions in the water. It can be removed by boiling. On boiling, bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium get decomposed to give insoluble carbonate or hydroxides. These carbonate or hydroxides being insoluble are removed in form of precipitates and thus temporary hardness is removed. Permanent hardness. Permanent hardness is due to the presence of sulfides, chlorides, nitrates of calcium, magnesium and other metals. It cannot be removed by boiling. It can be removed by other water softening processes. Determination of hardness of water sample. Hardness of water can be estimated by a number of methods. Here we are discussing two methods, that is soap titration method and EDTA titration method. Soap titration method. When soluble soap is added to sample of hard water, it does not produce lather until a sufficient quantity has been added to precipitate all the hardness producing metal ions. When all hardness causing metal ions have been precipitated, further addition of soap produces lather. Sodium stearate, that is sodium salt of long chain fatty acid soluble in water, react with hardness causing ions, that is calcium or magnesium, to form calcium stearate. Calcium stearate, it is insoluble in water and have no detergent value and form white scum. The total hardness of a water sample can be estimated by titrating an aliquot of the sample against a standard soap solution in alcohol. We know that when water can form lather easily with soap solution, this is soft water, whereas when water cannot form lather with soap solution but consuming all hardnesses causing salt, it is known as hard water. Hard water contains a large quantity of dissolved minerals. With the help of this diagram, we can understand the soap titration method. Water sample taken in a conical flask and titrated against soap solution. If lather formation takes place, this is known as soft water. If lather formation does not take place, this is known as hard water. The end point should be noted when lather last even after 2 minutes of continuous shaking. Titrated value is recorded and total hardness is determined by repeating the experiment 2 or 3 times and then calculated. Estimation of hardness by EDTA method. For more accurate result, the SOAP method has been replaced by the complexometric method or EDTA method. EDTA, that is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. This method depends upon the fact that when ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid EDTA or its disodium salt solution is added to a solution containing certain metals, chelated and soluble complex is formed. We can see that the EDTA method of determining hardness is based upon the fact that hardness producing ions like calcium and magnesium can be estimated by titrating them with a standard solution of disodium salt of EDTA in the presence of indicator areochrome black tea at pH 10. This is disodium salt of EDTA. EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. EDTA is a hexadentate ligand. Hexadentate ligand is one in which 6 donor atoms. As we can see from structure, there are 6 donor atoms, 2 nitrogen atoms and 4 oxygen atoms. In this picture, we can see the 6 donor sites of EDTA, 2 nitrogen atoms and 4 oxygen atoms. 4 oxygen atoms from carboxylic acids. EDTA represented as H4Y. H4 for 4 replaceable hydrogen and Y represented remaining compound. Disodium salt of EDTA. Disodium salt of EDTA represented as Na2H2Y. 2 Na, 2 replaceable hydrogen and Y represented remaining compound. It ionized in aqueous solution to give 2 Na positive and a strong chelating ion represented as H2Y minus 2. EDTA and disodium salt of EDTA. It is difficult to dissolve EDTA in water, but its disodium salt dissolves in water easily and completely. It binds the metal ions in water to give stable chelate complex. Hence, it is called as complexometric titration method. Areochrome black tea, EBT. Areochrome black tea is used as an indicator. The sample of hard water must be treated with buffer solution and EBT indicator, which forms unstable wine red colored complex with calcium and magnesium ions present in water. EBT represented as NaH2 and remaining compound represented as ion. We can write as H2 ion negative. Procedure of estimation of hardness of water sample by EDTA method. Water sample, ammonical buffer and EBT indicator taken in a conical flask. Solution get converted into wine red color because hardness producing metal ions react with EBT indicator to form metal EBT complex. It is an unstable complex. It is then titrated against EDTA solution and wine red color converted into permanent blue color because EDTA displays EBT from complex and wine red color changes into blue color of EBT. EDTA forms metal EDTA complex, it is an stable complex. We can see that hardness producing metal ions react with indicator areochrome black tea, form metal EBT complex. It is wine red color complex and it is unstable complex. Then metal EBT complex react with EDTA to form metal EDTA complex. It is colorless stable complex and areochrome black tea gives its blue color. We can see that hard water having hardness producing metal ions react with EBT indicator in the presence of buffer solution to form metal EBT complex. It is wine red colored unstable complex. Titrated against EDTA, it forms metal EDTA complex. It is colorless stable complex and EBT gives its blue color. Chemical reactions involved in EDTA titration. Disodium salt of EDTA represented by Na2H2Y. It can be written as H2Y-2 plus 2 Na positive. We know that indicator gives different color in different pH. When hardness producing metal ions react with indicator to form metal indicator complex, it is wine red color unstable complex. Remaining metal ions react with EDTA solution to form metal EDTA complex. It is a stable complex. EDTA abstract metal ions from metal indicator complex and form stable metal EDTA complex and liberating indicator in free form to show color change from wine red to blue. Use of ammonical buffer in EDTA titration. Since a buffer solution resists a pH shift, it is employed in EDTA titration. This is due to the fact that each and every interaction involving the metal ions and EDTA is pH dependent. We can see that when metal ions react with indicator, it forms metal indicator complex and release H positive ions. And when metal ions react with EDTA solution, it forms metal EDTA complex and release 2H positive ions. And when EDTA abstract metal ions from metal indicator complex, it forms stable metal EDTA complex and release H positive ion. So we can understand increment of acid in solution. So to resist or maintain pH of the solution, we use ammonical buffer in EDTA titration. Use of EBT indicator in EDTA titration. Indicator indicate the completion of reaction by changing its color. EBT generate a wine red compound in the water by interacting with free metal ions, that is hardness causing ions. Since EDTA has a greater affinity for the metal ions less than EBT, it takes the place of EBT when EDTA is added, allowing EBT to regain its original blue color. The end point of titration is represented by the blue color of EBT. So, to determination of the blue color of reaction or end point of the reaction, we use EBT indicator in EDTA titration.